Xbox Game Pass now costs $30 a month. You used to get day one releases with the standard package, and now you have to pay $30 a month if you want day one releases of new games. If you want the EA and Ubisoft games, which you are already getting before, you now have to pay $30 a month. And they put on this big presentation to pretend like you're getting something more. They did a horrible job. I think anybody in sales could do a better job of selling it than they did, because they made it seem like you're getting something more, but if you have like more than 3 brain cells, you knew that you're not. And this is always what happens. This is the enshittification of streaming services. What they do is they capture the market. And I said this in a previous video that I got a lot of hate on, by the way, about streaming services in terms of like movies and shows. This is their bread and butter. You start off with a very low price, you capture the market, and then once you have everybody, you start making the service worse, you create more tiers, you start separating features to make people jump towards the more expensive package, and you just start monetizing every aspect of it so you can actually start making money. I wouldn't doubt if Microsoft was losing money on Xbox Game Pass before. This is what's going to happen in the future. It's only going to get worse. There's going to be more competitors that join the market, and Xbox isn't going to have access to as many properties anymore because other companies are going to want to start using their own services, their own IPs to create their own game streaming services. So for people who really enjoy games and who found great value in Game Pass before, unfortunately, I think those days might be over. Kind of like when Netflix first started, I loved it. I thought it was great. It had great shows, great originals. The price was phenomenal. It was under $10 a month for no ads. There weren't 5 different plans. They didn't separate 4K. None of that stuff existed. If you had a good internet connection, you had Netflix for $8 and you had everything you could ever want. And that was pretty much the case with Game Pass. You paid a really low amount. It wasn't $30 a month, which is crazy high, by the way. And in a nutshell, that's why I love physical media. That's why I love owning things, because I think these companies have figured out that they make a lot more money when you don't permanently own things. If you own only the games that you want, you're only going to spend, I bet you on average, people spend under $300 a year, maybe even, just like $120 a year or $140 just for like 2 big games a year. I think that's most people. People don't have unlimited money to spend on games. But if you have a subscription, all of a sudden you're guaranteeing that people are spending over $300 a year just to own nothing. You don't have to guarantee them access to something. The minute they stop paying that $30, it's all gone. All those experiences are just in their head and they have no access to anything anymore. That's why I like owning things, because no one can take it away from you. You own it and that's it. And you control how much you spend. These subscriptions are not meant for you. Every time a company tells you that you're getting something new, because that was the big thing with this Xbox showcase, they said, with Game Pass, there's more for you, more for you. There's never more for you. There's more complication for you to figure out because they're finding clever ways to take things away from you. And can you blame them? If you're a CEO of a company and you had the option, A, make more money, B, don't make more money, which one would you choose? If you don't choose A, I think you're fired. Right? Every company exists to make money, to make as much money as possible. So they're not going to give you things for free just because they feel generous. What they're going to do is they're going to find a way to take more of your money without you realizing it and to make you excited about it. That's it. And that's what any company in the world would do that. So I can't really blame Microsoft, if I'm being completely honest. It's the consumers that have to realize what is happening. Because the more the consumer's aware, the less that these companies can get away with. And at the end of the day, that's all the power that the consumer has. Don't stop buying your games. Buy your games. Own your games. If you can, own them physically, because that really can't get taken away from you. But own your games. Buy them, because that will send a signal to the industry that people aren't buying it anymore. People don't want to spend over $300 a year to own literally nothing. To own air, basically, to own access to a library of games. Because let's get real too, no one has the time to play all the games they put on there. They can keep flexing, oh, we have 700 games, oh, we have 600 games. Well, first of all, a fourth of those are all free, okay? They kept talking about League of Legends for some reason. Like, it's a free game. I have no idea what are they giving you cosmetics in game for free or something? Like, as if that's a feature. Like, hey, you can play League of Legends on Game Pass. Makes absolutely no sense. And they kept doing the same thing with Fortnite. I don't understand. Maybe it's skins or something. I don't know. At the end of the day, those are free games. So you know they're including those in the full number. But even if it was 700 games, no one has time to play all of those. And the reality is that a smaller percent of them are going to be really high quality games. I think anybody knows that. So for me, I'm out of the subscription game. I canceled Disney Plus. I just went out and literally bought most of the Disney Blu-rays that I wanted, and I own them now. And it barely costed me anything. I just went to used bookstores, used movie stores. I went to flea markets. I made it a fun thing with my wife. And guess what? It costed me barely anything. It costed me like the cost of Disney Plus with no ads for like 3 months. And it's done. Done. I own it. It's great. And it's actually better quality because it's not compressed bit rates, crappy streaming quality. Same thing with gaming subscriptions. I'm done. I canceled my Game Pass subscription. I'm purchasing the games that I want, and I am going to rest easy knowing that at the end of the day, I'm going to save money because I spent less than $300 or almost $400 a month just for access to something I don't own. Now I own this stuff forever, and I don't have to worry about it. I encourage everybody to do the same thing. Cancel your subscriptions. Make these companies stop being greedy, because if you don't, they'll just keep doing it, and you can't blame them for it. That's their job. Anyway, long enough video. Little bit of a rant, little frustrated about this Xbox Game Pass price hike, but I'm not surprised at all. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to go back up. I don't think people are going to get them to drop the price ever. And the reality of the matter is, it's just going to follow the same format as streaming services. It's going to get more and more expensive, more and more complicated, and there will be more and more players trying to convince you to start spending your monthly money, your subscription money, every single month. It is way easier for companies to have recurring subscription models. They make more money. Just watch Shark Tank for like 5 minutes and you'll hear them asking, like, every single company where it remotely makes sense to do this, why they don't have a subscription model. Because you can guarantee the money you're gonna make, you will make more money because people don't pay attention to the monthly. It feels low. It's like $30, I can handle that. $10, I can handle that. And before you know it, you have 15 subscriptions and they're fleecing you for $1,000 a month, $500 a month. I mean, again, the ultimate Game Pass bundle is almost $400 a month. I mean, we wanted the 360 days back, but shit, man, this is bad. So anyway, long enough video. Own your games, cancel your subscriptions, own your movies, make the market adjust. That's the only power that we as consumers have. We might as well use it. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks, guys.